Welcome back to Cat Chat. We're here, Kristin and I from Kitten Crazy.
Hello.
Hello. And we have a lot of cats still.
Yeah.
But our adoptions are good. Our adoptions have been pretty good.
We don't have any kittens at the moment.
Right. They're in the queue. There are a lot in the queue. But we got wiped out this past week and everybody adopted all of our kittens under 6 months old. Well, practically everybody under 6 months old. Our room of kittens was emptied out.
Yes.
So we were able to do a nice deep clean in that room, which is always healthy to do. But let's just get to things. Before we get to the kitties, I want to just show you a couple things real quick. This is about as adorable as it gets, especially if you're a Harry Potter fan. It's Harry Potter, and one of my friends made these, and she just put some tissue paper in here, and inside of it, and these are for sale, there's only 3 of them, so you got to come in quick and get one. Inside is Catnip Cat Treats and 4 cat toys, and it's $5, and it is adorable. It's just a little paint can. They are see-through. You can get them at a craft store. She does a ton of crafting for us. And she painted this. Isn't that cute?
Yeah, she's so good.
She is so talented. And there are other things out in the store that I'm going to show folks in a little while. Another thing is this cutie patootie right here. This thing is so clever. And I think there was a Girl Scout troop here last night, night before last?
Monday night.
Monday night. Today is December 1st. Happy birthday to my sweet niece, Stephanie. And she just got married last weekend, so the family is having a good time. So I love you, Steph. It's her birthday today, so it's December 1st. So we had a Girl Scout troop here, 14 young girls, and they made these out of t-shirts. So this one actually is a fishing t-shirt, and there are some hangers in here, and they fold it and put some safety pins in, and a piece of cardboard, just regular cardboard is in there. So I'm imagining that, and there's some duct tape holding the
Coat hanger.
coat hangers, thank you. They're just bendable, no, not the plastic ones, but the bendable metal ones. And how many of these did they bring? Because I see them everywhere.
There's about a dozen of them.
And there's a cat in almost every one of them.
They love them.
We had to boot the one out of here so that we could show you these on TV, because there was a kitty in here just hanging out already. And there isn't even a blanket in these. There's one over there. There's a cat in it. That one kind of fell down, but not enough duct tape maybe. But these look so easy, and what a great way to use your old t-shirts.
Yeah.
And save some money too. I'm imagining you can go on Pinterest and locate that, or use your mind or call the Girl Scout troops.
Yeah, yes.
I'm not sure which troop number, but thank you to the Girl Scout troop who did this and who donate. We have a lot of Girl Scout troops that come. We're looking to see why the Boy Scout troops don't come in, because we do have a Paw Patch Program, and what that is any Scout troop can call Jeanette. It's all on our website. Call Jeanette, contact her, email her, and set up a time where you bring your Scout troop here, and you will get a 1 hour or hour and a half, whichever, and you get to tour the facility, learn all about Kitten Crazy, make your donation, and not only do you get your animal patch, because they're trying to earn their patches. They have an animal patch that they have to earn. We also give you a patch from us. So you actually get 2 patches when you do a fundraiser for us. We have made our own Kitten Crazy patches, and they go on the back of your sash as an extra patch. So that's our Paw Patch Program. Look it up on our website. We have not yet ever had a Boy Scout troop, and we've had this program for years and years. Brownie's on up. And so come on, guys. I know there's a lot of boys that like cats. So come on in, do your Paw Patch Program with us. So who are we going to get started with today?
I think we should get started with Patton.
Patton, I love Patton. I named Patton because he came in on Veterans Day, and he's so pretty. some donors of ours, some folks that come in and donate a lot of stuff to our flea market, our Kitten Crazy flea market, they found him in their garage, and a few days later they asked if we would take him in. Now they live on Karsten Woods? Yeah, Karsten Woods Lane in Medina. So if you recognize this cat, I know he's somebody's cat.
He's so friendly.
He's so friendly. And I love him. He came in, he's super sweet. He's a tall glass of water. Look at that boy. He's a dolly. Hi, buddy.
He was not fixed.
He wasn't fixed. We fixed him. We did all the medical on him. Hi, Patton. So this is General Patton from Veterans Day. So if you've lost your cat in that area around then, you know, this is probably him. Hi, handsome. He's a good boy. Yes, he's a good boy. Oh, I just love him. Me and my big cats. I just love big cats. This is a phenomenal cat. And we have given it plenty of time for someone to claim him. The law is 72 hours. If no one claims a pet in 72 hours, then we have the legal right to go ahead and find him a new home. But it would be really great if someone came in and said that was my cat.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because I know someone's missing him. So anyway, this is, our name for him is Patton. Hi, handsome. And he's just a love. He did get sick. We have already turned him around and went back the other direction. Oftentimes, just the stress of the situation and having to be here and all the other cats around and so forth. They come in with diarrhea. I'd say 80 to 90% of the cats that come in with diarrhea, and we have to fix that. So he the handsomest of all boys. This is a gray tabby. He's medium hair. You see the long hair on the tail, but the short hair in here, and the mane. He's got some mane here. His ear hair is so cute. It comes all the way around, and he does have some what's called feathers on the back of his legs. The extra hair that comes out, they're called feathers. And so he's a handsome boy, isn't him? Yes, him is. Can I kiss his? Hey, Patton, can I have a kiss? He's like, I'm not kissing anybody. Well, he is actually a sweet, sweet boy. Yeah, right, Patton. All right, well, come and get him, because we have a lot of cats to find homes for, mostly older cats. So come on in and pick your partner for Christmas. Are we going to let him just hang out?
He might just lay right down here.
He might just lay around here. Who do I have in the top here?
So that is Shadow in the top.
Shadow. I'm going to do this. Here, put your little Potter pot here. Here's your Potter pot. No casting any cat spells. All right. Come here, Shadow. And I say only the Shadow knows. Come here, sweetie. So these two kittens were being threatened by the neighbor.
Yeah.
The people that were taking care of these guys, the neighbor was threatening death.
I think he had a barn.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they just kept coming and hanging around at his barn, and he did not want them there.
He did not want them there.
The neighbor took it upon himself to save them.
Yeah, and asked us to take them in, and of course we said yes to these two because their lives were in danger, but the other one, his sibling, did he get adopted already?
Yeah. They're so sweet.
These guys are so sweet. So look at the diamond on his face. It's like the North Star shining the way to Jesus in the manger. Look at that right there. That is where the shepherds were following the North Star. That's the same one. Aren't you cute? He's so sweet. He's a brown tabby tuxedo, and with some seriously striking amber-colored eyes, which you don't always see the amber-colored eyes. You see green a lot. These are super amber, like they're deep amber, and they're really pretty. So here's his tuxedo. Here's his shoes and his shirt. And this part is his tuxedo. It's brown striped tabby. And of course we call the striped tabbies mackerel tabbies because they look like the fish. The mackerel fish have just lines down their sides. And that's what they're named after, is a mackerel tabby, huh? You are so cute. And of course, anybody with an M on their forehead, he's just so amiable. He's like, go ahead, push me this way, push me that way. This little M on the forehead, he's got an M on his forehead. Anybody with an M on their forehead is, the pattern of their coat is a tabby pattern. It's not the breed of cat, it's the coat color, coat pattern. This one is a domestic short hair, this is domestic medium hair. That's their breed. Look at this kitty. He's just so sweet. If you want a kitty and just lay on your lap, this is Shadow. You know, a lot of times people call black cats Shadow, but he's just a dolly. Isn't him? He's a sweet boy. Is he sweet boy? Is it nap time? Sometimes we tape during nap time. Usually nap time is 12 to 5. It is a siesta time for cats all over the world. Cats are nocturnal, of course, and we have to teach them not to be nocturnal, especially in the shelter. And I've always said that we were pure geniuses by having our open hours 12 to 5, which is their siesta time, which does cause them to have to function more during the day and sleep at night. But they're normally if you have a cat at home, you'll notice they sleep during the day more, you know, this definitely in the heat of the day, or in the heart of the day. They like to be up early in the morning, as some of you know, tap, 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 tap in the morning, or they want to play late at night. So you do have to teach your cat to not be nocturnal. You want to play with them heavily during the day, keep them awake so they do sleep at night, and they'll get into that habit then. They will change their pattern of life. It doesn't take real long either, but they tend to want to go with God's plan. I think it's nappy time. Oh my goodness.
Just laying there.
I know. Come on, Shadow. You ready to go back? Look at how beautiful he is. Come and get him while he's hot. He's about 7 months old. Whoopsies. There goes Harry Potter. Didn't even bother this cat. Come here. Go in here because you live in another room. Bye-bye. Boop, boop. Thank you. Have a nice day. We'll put you back shortly. All right. So then we've got 2 in this one, don't we?
And they are siblings.
All right, Kristin, I'm going to have you grab somebody out of here.
We think they are. Moon Pie and...
Moon Pie and...
Red Velvet.
Red Velvet. So we named them after goodies. Because they're edible. Come here, buddy. That's what it is. You're getting Red Velvet out. Isn't him pretty? And I got Moon Pie, who's just gorgeous, too. Come on, Mooney. Get at a girl. And Red Velvet is a boy. And Moon Pie is a little girl. Why don't you tell the folks what's going on with her eye, Moon Pie's eye?
Well, I don't remember the name of it, but it looks like her inner eyelid is starting to adhere to her cornea.
Right. It's called entropion sometimes. It just depends. Entropion is where their eyelashes literally grow into their eye. We're not sure if that's her case, we think it is, which causes her eye to constantly be watery because it's irritated all the time. So we are going to have that surgery done. Yep.
And Dr. Janice said that there's only 2 eye specialists in Ohio. There's one in Columbus and one in Akron.
Really? That can do this surgery?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's an actual eye specialist.
Eye specialist, yeah. Yeah. I actually had a wonderful surgeon that worked at Quick Fix that was able to take care of these eye issues. I actually have a friend, one of my dear friends, Dr. Lash, who is the head veterinarian down at the Cleveland APL. She is amazing, and she is able to fix these eyes as well. So they have the best surgeon that I know of down at the Cleveland APL. So she's a dolly. She's been with us these 2 have been with us for quite a while.
They have.
She's just sweet as pie, sweet as Moon Pie. Is her name Moon Pie? If you could see her face, she's just up like this and just loving it. And she feels like a rabbit. She's so soft. Here, I'll put her in this direction because I'm enjoying her and you don't get to see this adorable face that she's just in. Is she doing it?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, look at her. She looks like a Russian blue. And people call this color, every time they see a cat this color, they call it a Russian blue. And they're not. They're not Russian blues. They're just gray cats. Russian blues are expensive cats.
Yeah.
They're rare around here. And they have a lot of different qualities than just regular domestic short hair gray cats do. She's not a Russian blue, but she also looks like another breed of cat called the chartreuse, and they are this color as well. They have a blue. Russian blue has a blue hue almost to it. You can see blue gray. It's cool. But and she does look like she could be one, but she's not. She's just a little barn cat. You know, they're two little barn cats that we're very lucky to be here. Actually, these were porch cats.
Yeah, they
if I remember correctly, these were porch cats. And
no, hoarding situation.
A hoarding situation.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's so sad. So sad when people get in over their heads and they love the cats. And you're feeding them, and next thing you know, you don't have the money to spay and neuter the next set, and then that set becomes 30 fast because they breed fast. They can be pregnant at 6 months old. They can go into heat at 6 months old, the females, and the males are ready to breed at 6 months old, and 2 months later there are kittens, so they're 8-month-old mothers that have no clue what they're doing, and then from there it's just the same. 6 months later those kittens are ready, and so on and so on. In a hoarding situation, you stand the chance of a lot of disease too. Once you get too many cats in one area and there's nowhere for them to go, that drops immunity and they get sick. They get sick with all kinds of things. And of course, then you have your parasites that you have to worry about. If you can't afford to flea treat everybody, you know that you're going to have fleas because they come through the screens in the windows. And so, of course, if somebody's in and out, going in and out, you're going to have fleas. Then those turn into tapeworm because they're going to swallow a live flea that's got eggs, and that turns into tape. These hoarding situations make me so sad.
Yeah.
You know? So whenever we can, we do help. But a lot of times when we help these hoarding situations, we end up with these conditions that we have to fix. And it costs a lot of money for us. And so your donations really have been so helpful for us to help these cats at the level that they need help. You're so cute, and I love you. Here comes Charmaine.
Oh, she's gonna go in the.
She is
t-shirt
gorgeous. A lot of times, if you, Mike, can you see? Thank you, Mike, for being here, as always. So this is Charmaine. She gets a free promo today. Charmaine is an alpha cat. She knows that she's beautiful. She has Cattitude, which is why she isn't instantly gone. You can pet her, but maybe 2 or 3 times, and then she says, done. And when she says done, it's not always in a nice way.
No.
But interestingly enough, Mike, if you can see the top of her head, she has a little blob of gray. Many white cats are born with a blob on their head. And I don't know why, but they'll have a little couple of flecks of hair. Maybe they're black, maybe they're gray. Maybe it's more of a patch like hers. And right over her eyebrows is some more gray hair too, if you can get that. Sometimes that will grow out and it'll go away and they'll be all white. And sometimes, as in her case, that'll be there for the rest of her life. She will always have that gray blob. I think it's because in heaven, when God was coloring them, they got too curious and they put their head underneath his paintbrush, and that was that. So maybe when he was painting you, and that's Charmaine. Charmaine? Yeah, okay. So his first, ask questions later. That's Charmaine. No, so if you like a cat with quite a bit of cattitude, she's your cat. And she is very friendly. Like she will sit with you.
She does like being pet, yeah.
She does.
Doesn't like to be picked up.
Right. Look who's in the show.
It's old man
Nelson. So this is Nelson. He is our resident cat. Nelson, kitty, kitty, kitty. Come here. He's kind of deaf. Can she go down?
She can. She'll be
Come here, baby. Come here, Nelson. Hi, Nelson. He wants to see the baby. Come here, Nelson. Nelson is fragile. Nelson's fragile. He is in renal failure, which means kidney failure. Nelson, did anybody give you your snack today? He is hard of hearing. As you can see, I was calling him. He completely... he's ancient. We don't know how old he is. They don't come with a birth certificate.
15.
Yeah. We're thinking when we first got him, he was in bad shape, worse than he is now. He's just super old. And he gets to live with us until it's time.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we have some terrific people that medicate, make sure they get the food they need. We talk about every case pretty much every day. We are talking, how's so-and-so doing? The ones that need the medical attention. We have a little powwow and we talk, are they getting better? Are they getting worse? Should we change meds? Should we do this? Should we run some blood work? Whatever needs to be done. And with Nelson, we had determined that he would gorge, just eat everything. So people were putting food down, right? And if he ate that can, we give him another can. He ate that can, we gave him another can. I think one day he ate like almost 5 cans. It was crazy. And I said, time out. He doesn't have time to process all that food. So we put him on every 2 hours. I said, let's feed him every 2 hours. And so like clockwork, the clock goes off. And someone up in the front is usually setting a bowl of food down so he has time to digest that and throughout the day. And I'll tell you what, he looks fantastic.
And he started to gain some weight back.
He's gaining weight back because he has time to digest it and process that food. And but with kidney failure, they can they're not in any pain, so they say. Because if they go off of human people with kidney issues, they don't usually have pain. And at the end of the process, at the end of the disease, usually they fade away, kind of just go to sleep, fade away. There's no excruciating pain or anything with that. But when we have cats that have renal failure, kidney failure, it has a lot to do with dehydration, so we have to give him fluids every so often. We're always checking to make sure he's hydrated, and you do that by lifting up the back of their neck. If it pops right back down really fast, they're fine. If it doesn't, at a certain level, it'll go down slowly, or it won't go down at all. If it doesn't go down at all, you need to get your cat to the vet right now. So if they ever look a little sick, and you can always tell in their eyes, just like people, they get glassy, they don't want to pick their eyes up all the way, they're lethargic. Those are your signs they're already sick. But I had one doctor tell me once that if a cat lives long enough, it will go into kidney failure. It's like the number one thing that will happen. If a cat lives long enough and nothing else happens to it, it'll probably end up with kidney failure, most likely. So it is a very common thing. You can keep your cats alive extra years if you're willing to put the fluids in with a needle under the skin. It's called sub-Q fluids. And if you're able to do that on your own, you keep your cat alive for a couple more years.
Yeah.
Because sometimes that's all it takes to keep those kidneys flushed. Keep them flushed, keep things going. He right now, we haven't had to do fluids for a while.
No, not at all.
He
And
seems like he's popped back up and doing well.
been on this regimen for 5 months now, I think. I think it's been 5 months.
At least.
Yeah.
At least. Beginning of summer and all. So he's doing very well. We thought we were going to lose him a couple times. I was faced with maybe having to make the decision.
Yeah.
I remember and saying, all right, guys, this is what I need to see or else. I mean, I don't like to put it that way, but there's a time it's the right thing to do for the cat. For the cat. Not for me, not for you, but for the cat. And I want to say out there, it's a sad subject. I mean, people die, cats die. It's not ever the wrong decision to let your pet go when it's suffering. It's not the wrong decision. It's the right decision. And sometimes we have the harder, it's harder on us to let them go. But if they're suffering, then I've always said, you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. So anyway, and on that note, I don't know, Mike, if you want to pan over, there was a little kitty, there's another kitty in that
That's Bella.
Girl Scout. Bella's under there. She's a big cat. She's in a kitty. She was just poking her face out of that blue kitty. Come on, little kitty. Oh, she's asleep. It is siesta time. She's asleep in there, but you can see her foot maybe. Can you see her foot, Mike? And I'll tell you what, these are a hit.
They are.
They're a hit. And yeah. So come and get some of our kitties. We have some kitties that are scaredy cats. And we've had to take them in. Or they're older. We've had Vanessa here for a couple years now. Vanessa has.
She's
right behind Mike on the entertainment center.
She's glaring down Patton.
Patton's sitting up there, and she's like, "You are almost in my swipe space." But Vanessa has a cattitude, but all she wants is to be left alone. That's all she wants.
Yeah.
She is the type of cat that if you have room in your home and your heart, and you don't need a cat in your face all the time, she will be in the room with you, but she does not want you to pet her nonstop or anything like that. She just likes your company, and she will be your company, but she doesn't like to be touched.
No,
she
not
just
too much.
doesn't.
At times she does. She'd be good for somebody who works like a lot of hours.
A lot of hours,
Yeah.
and comes home and the cat's just sitting there and going, hey,
You know,
feed me.
Yep.
My bowl's empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great. She likes to be alone. Not all cats want to really be alone. She's one of them. She likes her space. And she just hangs out and just sleeps and hangs out.
And she talks too.
Oh, yeah.
She's a talker.
She's a talker. But she has one of those bellies where it used to be the old way of spaying, where the way that we spay now, and I've seen 50,000 plus literally at Quick Fix, they sew interior and then they sew another layer, and then they take the 2 layers, because you cut through, then they take the 2 layers and they gluture it flat like that. It's glue, gluture like suture glue, and they do it like that, and it stays flat like that. But what they used to have to do was flip the skin and sew it like that or whatever, and it would cause this flap to hang down. It never really like all the females that would get spayed in the day, like I'm talking in the 70s and 80s, we didn't spay and neuter. It just wasn't a thing. Our farm cats, and I was on a farm, our cats and dogs, they didn't get spayed and neutered like they do now. I mean, some did, but not like they do now. But if you did spay it, there would be the swinging flap of skin like that long. She has that.
Yeah,
And I keep saying, I think she was spayed the old way, you know, because it's just a flap of skin that hangs down. There's nothing wrong with her. But when she trots, it's kind of funny. It just goes,
swings,
doop,
yep.
doop, 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 you know? It almost hangs all the way to the floor. And she's not a skinny girl either. She's kind of a good-sized girl. But her and Patton are having a stare-off this way.
They really are.
They're doing this.
And he doesn't want to move.
Yeah, they barely have their eyes open at each other. And he's a little bit afraid to move, I think, because she's got him locked in and her twinkling little beady eyes over there. So we're having fun. Here at Getting Crazy. Usually we're running around like nuts, but the next thing I'm going to do, Mike, are we good? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a few minutes and we're going to head over to the Kitten Crazy Flea Market. It is huge. Mm-hmm. It is ready for folks. I've been working on it for about 3 years.
Yeah.
Trying to get it up and running and priced. And it's about 6,000 square feet of merchandise, all donated. Wow. People have been donating for years, more heavily recently. I need people to come in and shop. And we have a whole big section that I just opened for Christmas. Mm-hmm. There's trees and there's goodies and there's just all kinds of decorations. There's gift ideas. If you're last minute shopping, I know Mike will have this show up in a matter of no time, plenty of time to still come in and shop. Our hours, and I'll say it again in our next show, our hours of operation for the store, Thursday 12 to 7 to give people time to shop on their way home from work. Friday 12 to 5, Saturday 11 to 4. And so depending on how well that goes, we may keep those hours going forward. We may not, just depends. We're always open Saturdays 11 to 4. Mm-hmm. We've been open for about a year now, Saturdays 11 to 4. But we are now ready to see lots and lots of people come in and shop. There's everything from garage sale items all the way up to brand new, gorgeous things that people are donating, and it's just everywhere. Mm-hmm. So, well, this might be our last show before Christmas, not sure. Yeah. So Merry Christmas, everybody, and enjoy. One last thing before we go. We do not, we are going to be open Christmas Eve.
Yes.
But we will not be open Christmas Day. Mm-hmm. But we will be open Christmas Eve until 5. Mm-hmm. And but one of the things we talk to people about all the time about Christmas is it's already stressful for these cats to go home to a new home. Yes. But it's even more so at the holidays because of the hoopla, the dinners, the friends, the presents, everything. It stresses them out. It is not always the best idea to take a cat home right at Christmas. Mm-hmm. Now would be good. They have some time to acclimate, or right after Christmas when everything starts settling down. Yeah. One of the things we recommend is that you come in, and we have starter kits, a litter box, litter, food, toys, scoop, and treats for $20. Come in and buy your starter kit for the family. Let them open the starter kit and then have them go, but we don't have a cat. And then say, but we're going to go get one. Mm-hmm. We're going to go get one after Christmas as a family. We'll come in and pick one out. Just a suggestion. If you do come in.
Good idea.
Thank you. If you do come in and you pick one out, that's great. Just know that there is a good chance that the stress of going home can drop immunity and can get them sick.
Yeah.
So just so you know. Mm-hmm. Okay, so just be aware of that and maybe try to have a spot where they can go and be quiet when your company's over and all of that. Yes. Although there are cats like Charmaine who wouldn't care.
No,
yeah.
She wants to be the
center of the attention in the room.
Who's new?
To know who's its and what's its. Yeah. Wouldn't she be gorgeous with the red bow around her neck under the Christmas tree? Yeah. fat chance.
You could put one on her.
You go and put one on her. And then with that, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Wendy Mirrotto, and I am here in our Kitten Crazy Flea Market. We used to call it the Mittler's Flea Market. People got a little confused as to why it was Mittler's. He's a very dear friend of mine who passed away. He and I shared the love of going to garage sales and flea markets, and this is a tribute to him, but it is also a way that we make money for the cats at Kitten Crazy. We are in the same building, 930 Lafayette Road. Kitten Crazy is in Unit A, where we adopt out our cats. The flea market is in Unit B, right here, right attached to Kitten Crazy. All of our merchandise here is donated, so you never know what's going to come in the door. Some of the things are handmade by our volunteers and me. I love to do crafts, and we are going to have a craft day where you can come in, and we have so many flowers and vases and paint and stamping and things being collected right now. We're going to have craft days here, and our hours of operation are Thursdays from 12 to 7, Fridays from 12 to 5, and every Saturday 11 to 4. Please come in and find your next treasures. Have a good day.